We are working on heel with Polly, and she's doing really great. I've done it 3 days so far, just one session each day. And normally in the majority of her training, I'm using her kibble. I just scoop out whatever she needs for the day, and I use that throughout. But for this particular activity, I like to hold the food in my hand, and the kibble is so tiny. So I'm using the freeze-dried raw kibble. So they're like little bites. They're still small, but they're easy enough for me to use one at a time and feed into her mouth. So I'm gonna show you from the very beginning stages what we did, like on day 1, what we did on day 2, what we did on day 3, and what we're gonna be doing today. What I did on day 3 is exactly what I'm gonna be doing with her today because she's already kind of figured it out. So I'm gonna show you what that looks like, okay? So I'm starting from the beginning. She's already beyond this point. So what I like to do is use boundaries. You can see, I think she's already figuring out. See how she's already getting into the position? Because she already knows, she's very smart. So I like to use boundaries so that the dog can straighten their body out, because if I do it out in this open space, she'll come next to me, but then her whole butt will be like over there. So I want her to get this, build this muscle memory of turning her whole body around. So you'll see what I mean. And in order for her to know to do that, I have to guide her. So I'm gonna use luring first with food in my hand. So, Polly, I'm gonna guide her all the way back, turn around, and then reward her here, okay? Then I'm gonna use this to my advantage. I'm gonna turn around and do the same thing over here. Go all the way back, turn her around, and then reward her when she's in that spot. And I just kind of kept on day 1 repeating that over and over and over. So luring her all the way back, turn her around, and this wall is really helping her to stay straight. All the way around. Get that butt straight, girl. Yes. Okay. If your dog is new to luring and won't follow you all the way back, you're gonna have to do small steps, kind of like this. Guide her right to here, reward. And then do that again. Guide her right to here and reward. And then over time, you can extend it a little bit longer. See how she'll follow me the whole time? Because she knows she's eventually gonna get it, and some dogs feel like you're tricking them, like they're not really gonna get it. So you have to sometimes build up that predictability and prove that you are trustworthy and you are gonna be fair. So then you maybe would have to just break that down into small increments. So again, you start here, then you go to here, then you go to here, and you can reward back here, and eventually till you can turn the dog around. It should only take a few repetitions. Or if your dog, just needs to do this, like magnet feeding, like you've seen me do before, you gotta get the dog to follow. But one thing to know about luring is your dog will lose the attraction if you're too far, unless they're already familiar with luring. Like I can be really far and she knows what to do, but a dog new to it won't know that, and you'll lose the attraction if you're too far. So make sure her nose or his nose is right to your hand, and you keep guiding, okay? Don't have too much distance in between. All right, so after many, many, many repetitions of just luring, then I'm gonna take the food out of my hands, and I'm gonna do the same thing. So just guide her with my hand, yes, and then mark when she's in that spot. So watch that again, no food is in my hand. Yes. I usually like for them to tap my hand with their nose so they know that's the spot to stop. And again. Yes. Good. Okay. And this would still be all day 1. And by the way, do you see how she just went behind me? She was fine. That's acceptable too. To get into a heel in that position from behind is great too. So, no ma'am. Leave it. Yes. Sorry. Reactivity training always trumps anything else. Yes. Yes. Nice job. Find it. Okay, so now still on day 1, I want to start attaching the cue. I'm just attaching it though. I'm not using it as a command yet. So you're gonna see the placement of it is gonna be weird. I'm actually not gonna say it until after she's in position, and I'll tell you why in just a minute. So this is what it's gonna look like. Heel. Yes. The reason why I'm waiting till she's already no ma'am. Find it. By the way, she's a huge barker, so we're working on that. Find it. So the reason why I'm waiting till after she is in the position is because when they're learning, they're not listening anyway. They're watching your body. So she's not gonna waste energy listening or paying attention to the cue while she's working so hard and trying to figure everything else out. So I wait until she's done thinking about it, and then she can actually hear me. And now she's heard me do it 10 times that way, so when I am ready to use it as a cue, she's already heard it. It's already familiar. It's no longer a new word. So I'll do it like this for a good 10 repetitions or so. Heel, yes. Watch one more time. Heel, yes. And then after a little bit of that, then I'm gonna use it as a cue. Heel, yes, good. And that would be all for day 1. And I would do it in different locations as well. So we'll change the locations now. I'll show you another spot we use so you can get ideas for your own home. Ma'am, how annoying. What you barking? Okay. So if I'm on day 2, I'm probably gonna go back to the beginning step 1 or 2 times just to remind her, because it's only her second time doing it, right? But then I'm gonna quickly go back into what we've left off with. Heel, yes. Heel, yes. So I'm gonna do that many, many times at different locations, keep practicing. And I might start with the food and then eventually not use the food again. Heel, yes. And when I say use the food, I mean in the luring. Good girl. And then I want to advance to not luring as much with my arm. So I'll show you what that looks like. I'm going to turn around and do it. Heel. I'm just swinging it a little bit. Use whatever your dog needs. I'll show you that again. Heel. I'm just using just a little bit of turn with my body and a little bit of movement from my arm. Yes. Because I don't want to have to stretch my arm back forever, so I gotta start phasing that out, but I can't phase it out completely yet. Heel. Yes. So the movement of my body is helping her too, because she's seen all of that before, like all of this. You know, she knows all the pieces. She doesn't just know the cue. She's likely following all those pieces, so I gotta slowly phase those pieces out. And then on day 2, I'm gonna experiment without any movement at all, but I'm gonna start all those ways first before I enter this in. And I'm gonna keep my arm nice and straight, keep my body still, and see what she can handle. Polly, heel. Yes. So there she was able to, but like I said, this is day 4 for us. So she's kind of already figured it out. Same thing, keeping everything straight. See how she's already going into it? Yes. Good girl. So that would be day 2. Now I'll show you day 3. And a new location. But I'm doing all these locations on all the days, by the way. Not just one on one day, one on another day. I'm doing all the locations each time I work with her. So day 3, I probably would start over again and just start with what I think is the easiest for her. And I'm gonna use the luring with just my hand and the cue. Heel, yes. Heel, yes, good. And then I'll quickly go back into my other expectation, little movement, heel, yes, little movement. Heel, yes. No movement. Heel. Oops, sorry. Polly, heel. Yes. Polly, heel. Yes. Good. Heel. Yes. Here's where we're going to add something brand new. I'm going to grab a few pieces in my hand, because now we're going to add in movement. This is, find it. We're going to add in duration. Yes. 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 I'm going to walk all the way around, so I'll be back. And I'm just walking and she's following, and I'm rewarding her as she's following me. You can keep saying yes if you want to. But since she's right next to me, the food going to her mouth is the marker in itself. So your choice. Good, yes. So that was day 3. Day 4 is today. So I'm gonna show you a new spot. This is probably the last spot I've used. Okay. All right, there we go. Excuse me, yeah. So I like to use this as a boundary and then this, but they're not right near each other, so you'll see how I switch. So we'll start here. This over, girl. Again, I might start off with 1 or 2 helpful pieces if this were our first repetition for the day. Heel, very little movement, yes. But you have to go with the dog. If your dog's not ready for that, then keep working through the part that your dog is ready. Now I'm gonna go here. Heel, yes. And I'm gonna turn. Here. Yes. Heel. Yes. Heel. A little noise to break her focus because she was busy staring out the window. Yes. And then I'm going to add in some movement. Yes. And I'm going to be really careful where I reward because I want her to know that this is the valuable spot. Not back here, not up here, right here. Okay, and I might lure her as we turn to keep her with me. Yes. Lure as we turn. Yes. 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 Okay. And there's one last thing I'm gonna add today, but I don't think she's gonna do well with it. But I'm gonna show you once in a while I like to test out how the dog does without the boundaries. I do have a little bit of a boundary here in between my island chairs and my kitchen table chairs. So I'm gonna start flat smack in the middle to see how she handles with turning her whole body around, even though there's not a very narrow boundary now, there's a little bit of a wider boundary. But I'm still gonna guide her a little bit. Polly, heel. Yes, she straightened out her body pretty good, I like that. I'll try the other side. Heel. Yes, still nice and straight, but not that close to me. So I want you to see that difference there. Heel. Good. I'm going to use my body just a little bit to make sure she's doing it correct. Do you really need it to be straight? No, I just like it. It looks cool. I love it. But I also don't want the dog being 10 feet away from me over there. And sometimes it does matter if they're next to you, not just for looks, but if you're in a narrow space, you know, you kind of need them to stay close. But that's more like a personal preference. Some people don't care if their dog hangs out to the side. I like it better, and I think it's really cute when they know how to maneuver their rear. Heel. Yes. A little bit further out on this side for some reason. Heel. Yes. Interesting. She's a good girl. But I think she's doing pretty good. So that's it. That's 4 days of healing. We're going to keep this going. We're going to keep adding. And then eventually when we get outside, we're going to add that into her training. Nope. Day 5 of working on heel. Let's see where she's at. We did practice earlier today. So it'll be the second session for today. And I just want to see where she's at. I'm not by any boundary, but I'm going to ask her and see if she knows it. Polly, heel. Polly, heel. Yes, not too bad. If you notice, the first time I said it, it wasn't fully conditioned, so she kind of had to work through it and think, okay, what might she want? So that's why I'm still going to do this in those boundaries, like with having those boundaries, because you can still see it's not awful at all. Like, it was actually really good, but I would like it a little bit tighter and a little closer, so we're gonna stick with these boundaries here. Heel, so that she continues to develop that muscle memory that I'm looking for. Polly, find it. This is just to get her away from me. Heel. Yes. Good, let's do that again. Find it. Good. Polly, heel. Yes, that time she learned to go a little further back so she doesn't hit her rear. Find it. Good. Polly, heel. Yes, good girl. So we'll also add in some duration. Yes. Yes. Normally I would walk in a shorter path, but the phone, you won't be able to see it. Yes. Yes. Good. Yes. That's a good baby, good girl. Come on. Yes. Let's turn. Yes. 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 And that's it. All right, today we're testing out to see if she can do it while on leash. Heel. Yes, good girl. Yes. Good. Yes. Good. Whoopsie. Find it. Good. Good girl. Thanks for waiting. Good. Okay. Now, let's see. This is day 6, by the way. Find it. See how she does with no boundary. Heel. Yes, good girl. Yes. Good. Yes. Pretty good. Heel. Yes. Very good. Okay. Find it. Heel. Heel. Polly. Heel. Yes. Good. Find it. Heel. Heel. Nope. There. Heel. Nope. Heel. Yes. Wrong. Find it. Heel. Mm-mm. Nope. Heel. Yes. Good girl. Nice job. Just go, babies. Just go, baby girl. Ready? Find it. Heel. Yes. That's a good girl. That's a good baby. Good girl. Find it. Heel. Yes. Heel. Heel. Yes. Great. She's doing great with loose leash walking. We've been really practicing a little more in the house. I have been tethering her to me a little bit more frequently now, so that we can practice these leash skills, because her leash skills were awful. Even in the house, she would pull. Even in the house, she would constantly catapult at the end of the leash. So we've been building a lot of value of staying next to me by practicing heel. Come on, girl. Very good. This is a big improvement for her. So that when we get outside, this will only help me. She's a pretty fearful dog, like of the new environment, and gets overstimulated quickly due to poor socialization. So I will have to combat that outdoors, but at least we can get this solidified, understanding how to respond to a leash before we get out there. We've been out there one time so far, and we really just did the driveway and a little bit of the sidewalk. And she did well, but she's reactive, so not horribly, to be honest. A couple of barks here and there, especially when she sees or hears dogs. So we'll be working on that. Heel. Find it. Heel. Find it. Heel. Yes. Find it. Polly. Heel. distracted, huh? Find it. Heel. Oh, it's a little sloppy. Good girl. Yes. Find it. Yes. Good girl. Nope. Heel. Good girl. Find it. Heel. Yes. Good girl. That wasn't bad. Good. Let's go for a little walk. Let's see if we can get into position. Find it. Okay. Heel. Yes. Good girl. Yes. 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 Good job. Yes. 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 Free. Ready to go? Good girl. I did not put her in a heel on the way back. Curious to see what decisions she makes. She's walking with me. I like it. We've come out here a couple of times now, and she's pretty scared of a lot of things. You know, loud trucks, people, loud cars, dogs barking from inside the house. So she responds really well to just, you know, playing a find it game, rewarding her for those moments, making it fun, showing her there's nothing to be scared of.